Greetings. Now, I'm not sure how long this video will stay up. I'm not sure they're going to let it up. They'll probably delete it rather quickly. But it's just to give you my perspective as a veterinary doctor on the whole vaccine situation. As a veterinarian, I remember a neighbor of mine coming to me with a pet, with a litter pups actually, that were infected with a particular virus, pretty common in dogs all across the world, so Guyana is no exception. And I treated them. I mean, in a normal, in an American scenario, they would get IV fluids and the whole nine. I'm from a developing country, so unfortunately, IV fluids are not readily available for dogs and cats. Nonetheless, I treated her litter pups. And subsequently, she was wondering about vaccinations and stuff for those pets. And I advised her, I mean, your pets have recuperated and recovered fully from the virus. Therefore, I would not rush to vaccinate them. Now, if you want next year, you can do a follow-up. You can do a booster if you think it's necessary. And to be honest with you, after they get to a certain age, they wouldn't even need those vaccines. I think it's the same thing with the current so-called pandemic, which has shady origins. And I'm speaking from the perspective as a black male, a black man in this world. We know for a fact that for centuries, the white world has tried multiple tactics to decrease the black population. And recently in America, it was determined that the white population is dwindling. So I there's no telling there's possibly a greater need to reduce certain ethnicities so that they can maintain their stronghold. And I also know for a fact that medications, vaccines being no exception, can be designed to target specific genders as their female prenatal vitamins, their women's medications, their men's medications. And likewise, they can be medications prepared to attack specific genetic traits. And yes, when in so doing, you may also affect a few so called white people because at the end of the day, genetically, some of us may be more related than we are physically. So there can be a few whites that can be affected. And I guess that would just be collateral damage. What I do know for a fact is that the white world is not interested in saving non-white lives. And this is not my saying, this is not my imagination, this is not conspiracy theory. Whites worldwide have done everything within their power to reduce the existence or the numbers of blacks and non-whites on this planet. I say that to say that this so-called pandemic originated in China, we were told. We were also told that there was some US involvement. We were also told that it was originally designed as some form of biologic warfare that got out of hand. I don't know the details, I don't know the facts of those things, so I will not pretend to elaborate on them. What I do know is that there is mass ignorance on the vaccination. There's mass ignorance on the virus. There's mass ignorance of the amount of strains there are. As it seems, there may be more strains than there are letters in the Greek alphabet. And my take on it is like you have MRSA, you can have different strains of microscopic entities, viruses being no different, that can potentially